As a teenager, not really knowing what I want to do when I graduated. Stay with me, please. I understood this about life. I lived in the inner city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I understood that my mom couldn't take care of us the rest of my life. She was a single-parent mom. My dad was never around growing up. I didn't know him. He lived in California. My grandfather passed when I was ninth grade, so I really never had a man to tell me how to be a man. So I kind of struggled. And after a while, mom just became just mom, you know, yada, 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 whatever, blah, blah, blah. My mom was right, but I didn't listen. I knew something about life, so I knew this, that I needed to make money. I knew I didn't want to make it illegally, because right across the street from me was a drug dealer, and his car got blown up in front of our house. I knew this other guy, I didn't know him, but I saw a guy get killed in broad daylight right in front of me, died on my front lawn. So I knew I didn't want to do illegal things to get money. I had some friends who tried it, ended up in jail. And you know what happened to guys in jail? I didn't want that. So I started working and making sure that I had to make a living, but you know what? I met this girl when I was a senior in high school, her name was Dee. Me and Dee started dating for 2 years or so, and her dream in life was to go off to the military. That was her focus. And the day she went in to go in, she got accepted to her paperwork, her academics were fine. She went in, we said her goodbye, she went to the military, and that's the day she found out she was pregnant with my daughter.
Oh, snap.
At the age of 18 years old, she found out she was pregnant. I was 20 years old. I didn't know what to do. I knew it was my child, but I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't know all the circumstances, what would happen. I didn't understand. See, I didn't see all the consequences that would happen. Most people think, well, go ahead and have sex. The consequence could be what? An STD and a baby. Oh, guess what? It's way much more than that. See, that decision altered my life, her life, and my daughter's life. Right now, I have a 14-year-old daughter. She just turned 14 last week. And she lives in Illinois, about 4.5 hours away. And that is the toughest thing for me to deal with today because I want to raise my daughter. I travel the country, speak to young people, and I know this, that my daughter is facing the same struggles you all are. And I want to be there for my daughter. But I can't. See, I didn't see the decision of having sex and doing all the things that the music told me to do. But you know what I thought? I was listening to R. Kelly. You know, R. Kelly had a song, Ain't Nothing Wrong with a Bump and Grind. See, y'all might know that song. But there's a bunch of songs out when I was growing up that all talked about sex. And today, y'all music, I don't know how y'all make it. I mean, I switch the radio on now and then. And not only they talk about sex, but they got noises in the background. Like, what? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Talking about magic stick and laffy taffy and all that. What? So let me show you something that the music didn't tell me. The music didn't tell me that one day I would have a 6-year-old daughter. We're at my mom's house hanging out washing clothes. I set my daughter on the dryer and the washing machine was right here, so I was throwing clothes to her. She was catching them and we were having a great time. She'd throw them in the wash. And so when they're all in there, I went over and I put all the soap and stuff in. I turned around and my little daughter was crying. I mean, she was bawling with tears. And I'm like, what's wrong? And I thought maybe I knew a belt buckle or something. I was like, baby, what's wrong? She looked at me in tears and said, Daddy, how come me, you and Mommy can't be together? See, my 6-year-old daughter she could not process the idea. She knew that she had fun with her daddy, she knew she had fun with her mommy, but she couldn't understand how come we can't be together. At this time, her mom was already married. Her mom had been married for a while now, so there was an option for us to be a couple, to be a family. And so, I had to sit there and apologize to my 6-year-old daughter for my bad choices. For choices not seeing the whole life, just seeing what I saw right here. Responding to me being horny and seeing a girl. Responding to the instant gratification and not thinking about the future. My daughter was here not too long ago, and we were hanging out. She went to a couple of classes with me and I spoke. And I picked up her cell phone. And you know cell phones are so nice today, they got little screensavers and stuff on them. Well, I popped up her phone and there was a picture on her screensaver. Guess what's a picture of? No. You would think it would be me and her mom, but guess what? It was her stepdad. So here I am looking at this picture of another man who's raising my daughter. And then I can't even remember. I remember when she was 6. She also asked me this question. She called me and said, Daddy, can I call Maurice Daddy? Most guys would be like, you ain't calling that, you know, whatever. But I had to really think, is it my daughter's fault she's in the situation she's in? It was my decision. So I said, yes, sweetie, you can call him Daddy. I don't have a problem with that. And I didn't have a problem with his picture on the cell phone. Because my daughter deserves to have a family, deserves to have a daddy in the house. She got 2 little sisters by him, you know, in the house. And so she wanted to be part of a family. She wanted to be called him Maurice. She wanted to call him Daddy like the other girls do. And so it made me think about all my decisions, all my choices. And it made me think about this phrase. Control your life choices because your choices will control your life.